Oh,
Hello, Warriors. Dale and Mike here at TradeGATEHub.com, sponsored by TradeView Markets, tightest spreads in the industry. Go try it and tell me I'm wrong. Mike, just a quick look. The GDX still looks heavy to me, that we're in a corrective period that could take it down to 30. Just want to show Apple broke this long-term trend line up here, is just playing with it back inside, wouldn't look so great. And the S&P's held a pretty important line. We almost got all the way to this trend line that comes in around 41.20, 41.15, which coincidentally, if we closed under there tomorrow, would be a 2-week reversal to the downside. So just a few things that I'm looking at here, Mike. What I'm interested in, and I want to turn things over to you, is what's leading. I noticed that NVDI is stalling up here after making a third drive. Semis started off stronger and faded a little bit. How's NVDI look to you?
well, you know what? I guess if you were to say, that's the one. That's one of the soldiers that still has yet to, to fall.
Yeah,
So I guess that's more NVIDIA right now is a more of a gauge. I certainly
it's like a bellwether now,
I was
right?
going to say it's a gauge of it's more of a gauge. It's like Apple. People say Apple, own it, don't trade it. It's the same with NVIDIA here, but now it's become more, at least for me, for more of a gauge of or a gauge of the market in general than actually a trading stock. It's not really going by itself. There is a lot of rotation today. There's places to hide, so it's okay,
It's not oils today, is it?
No, it isn't. It's retailers that are taking up the China stocks, home builders that are taking up because DHI, the big daddy, if you will, reported earnings and they're still going. So, and that's no surprise, judged by the charts. And
Why
we're
don't
in.
you show your charts, bro?
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Can I share screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the home builders yields have dropped a little bit today. So I don't, maybe that's the catalyst behind it.
Here's
Uh,
DHI. No, DHI is the one that reported earnings. I mean, that's the
yeah.
Goldman Sachs of home builders.
Wow, what a breakaway gap.
I said in the room, I was giddy on Lennar. I still have it. Uh, in the fund, Toll Brothers as well. That's actually it was Toll Brothers I said I'm giddy with right here. I mean, you have to, a gap up, good, that's yeah, I was anticipating that DHI had earnings, they were just acting great. And one of the ultimate compliments from a charter and active trader, I definitely wouldn't short it. And you
Yeah.
certainly would anticipate it going through some sort of high again, maybe taking some sort of rest, but they've been acting the best, same as Pulte Home, same type of chart, actually broke the new highs. So DHI was the cherry on top this morning. The home builders are acting the best, and they have been.
So were there option sweeps, call buying, say the day before, the kind of, or the day?
No,
No, there was no warning from wise guys that all the home
no,
builders.
the home
Okay,
pardon me, coach, any
that's
position
right.
would take it short term into options was not be interested. It could be a hedge.
Right.
Those are unclear. But as we did know maybe 4 to 6 months ago, also with the goal, with GDX, GDXJ, those were also the ones that were taking sweeps, coach. You know
Yeah.
that. I mean, and you know what? It wasn't like we would picking a needle in the haystack. You could look at the XHB. Look at the home builder index. And certainly if you're, go through the flag, they've been acting well. Volume came in right through
Yeah.
the line. Let me, I don't really like drawing, where is this freaking thing?
What do you know about plug?
You know what? I'll tell you what I did. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. It's funny too. You mentioned plug yesterday if there were any sweeps. Now here's the chart on the XHB. Okay.
Okay.
That's once it actually did break out, then it started coming with volume for confirmation. Then they were rotating properly at relative strength. It really, listen, that was so plug power. Okay. You asked me yesterday if there were any sweeps. So now I'm saying that was odd because coach really is asking me for plug power for any sweeps on the bottom. So now Lewis has been pointing me, Fizzler, by the way, best of breed, still hanging in there, if you will, wouldn't short it. It's still,
I would.
I knew that was, well, I didn't know that was coming. Listen, the easy money's been made on this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Now
I
it's,
wouldn't be long at the minute. I wouldn't be long.
well, the thing is, and then Run got upgraded.
It's the opposite complement of I wouldn't be short. Here
Oh,
I'd
no,
say I wouldn't be long.
right. Run had a bounce. So I'm looking at Plug, right? Now I'm saying, cool, what? Okay. So I bought Plug this morning. Here I am buying Plug, and I bought a lot of it. I came in actually a little bit long at Plug Power. It closed at 9. I'm buying it where 876. 876 more. I sold it right around the gap, 898. It really wasn't a barn burner. I should have
Yeah.
bought Run because that
All
had,
it did was fill the gap.
that's exactly, and that's where I said to myself, if it might hold or the market might hold and back and fill this for a little bit, maybe it will go, or at least hold. But then I watched Run go from 1950 to 2090. That's $1.20 move. That's a nice move on a $20 stock, by the way, with volume. So then I saw Run, and Run is the speculative one, and we know Fizzler is the best. So I usually go with the speculative and the best. So Run also, Run made the high. And
What
also,
is Plug? What do they do?
it's a fuel cell. It goes with,
Oh,
but they call it kind of go with the solars.
oh,
But
I see. Okay.
Plug goes with fuel cells. It goes with FCEL. If you also
Okay.
wanted to buy the other one with Plug, it didn't give you much. And there's another one. What is? Oh, Ballard Power, BLDP. These fuel cells. They're fuel
Okay.
cells.
Got it. All right.
So what else do we have? We have rotation markets pulling in a little bit. Okay, Meta broke this downtrend rope, if you will.
Yeah.
So that's ominous. But a lot of the stocks the last couple of days, including which had Netflix yesterday, had big moves but little ranges, if you will. Tesla, in my opinion, for a stock that is down this much, it's a $180 stock.
Huh.
Besides the opening range breakout, take out maybe this little bit. It's going from 166 to 169, a $5 move when the market's iffy. The other stocks, a lot of stocks have had poor earnings reports and acted poorly.
I think that those guys on the Mike and Dale shows were talking about 150 Tesla about $50 ago.
I have it 163 is gonna, what is it today? Oh, actually, no, I have it written down. Hold on. What'd you say, Coach?
150 we were talking about that
I have
it,
it
could
down.
pull
I
back
should
after
have
that
my
recent big rally.
I should have my alert here on my Sterling managing trader, but I have it written down here 152 to 155 Tesla is where I think about it as well.
Okay.
Retailers are going nicely.
Bitcoin had another bad day yesterday. Coin still looks kind of ugly.
It looks very, it's still above the moving average, still above the 200-day from when last I looked. But yeah, it is. I mean,
And the sell into the gap at 72, it never filled the gap. It went halfway into the gap. I think some guys on the Mike and Dale show talked about that.
We did talk about that. They're taking up some retailers. I'm not minimizing. We did. So they're taking up ONON, which is that sneaker company.
Oh, okay.
Crocs following with it. So they're taking up, footwear. Lewis is in Foot Locker, a little bit of a laggard. Fine. Let's look at Nike. Let's look at the obscure one like Skechers. There's Skechers. You like Skechers? I couldn't.
Yeah, they're comfortable.
Skechers. There you go. There's a chart on Skechers. Is the mark? There's the SPY. Skechers looks. They're taking up sneaker stocks or the shoe sector, if you will.
Yeah, when I look at like a daily on the S&P, it's been like a slow grinding advance. Almost like in the eye of the hurricane that is going to make a big move one way or the other here in the next several days because volatility is so compressed and the ranges are fairly compressed. And if you just put up a daily, it kind of looks like a snail. Put up the SPX in the last, see that? I mean, this action we've had.
No, I understand. And this is the
thing. It's a grinding, doesn't impress me. I know there's good things going on underneath the market, and I know the cartoon BTFD, and maybe it is just going to blast through 4,200, but this is a strange advance for the last couple of weeks.
It's a strange advance for the last couple of days. I'll give you the week because that's what you do. That's your vision.
Okay.
Like I say, I leave that to the experts, and that's why I'm going to go back and watch your 9:30 video right here by clicking on the YouTube button on TradeGATEHub, and I'll watch the video, which has already garnered 64 views. Bravo, coach. You did a
So
lot.
if you're, that was our interview with Julian, but if you embrace Julian's narrative, you got to be looking overseas for outperformance as money flows from the U.S. start to move to other markets. I mean, Europe has outperformed us this year. There are many markets that are already outperforming us. You don't believe that?
Do I believe that?
Yeah.
I don't have to, I mean, I can look at the charts of the indices. I mean, I'm not imagining things.
Okay.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Oh, okay. Do you
Yeah.
ever do you look for things outside the U.S.? Well, I know you trade China stocks a lot. Anything in any other geo regions that you pay attention to?
If it's moving, I'm paying attention to it.
I know. All right.
No, I don't know where else to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know how else to put it. Bob just had news. Yeah, no, you know what, Coach? If it is Bob had just news, some bullish. Why? Let's look at some option flow. And while
Okay.
I think about a more clever answer for outside markets,
Okay.
anything that
There's enough to do here. It doesn't
well,
matter.
that's why I'm saying
He's talking for like, pension managers and, guys that, don't know how to trade and they're just capital allocators. They don't care what happens
well, they should.
in a month.
Well,
Yeah.
I think last year they probably were very concerned when everybody underperformed. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, come on. How could I don't. I think that's an egregious statement, and quite honestly, not. I believe it in its context, but come on, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it, Coach. I don't see anything. I don't think
Not
any.
much happening.
No, I don't think I think anything sexy. Anything sexy going. Here's the update by the Jesus feed. By the way, here's fear and greed. All right, so if that's a chart,
Yeah.
what is that? That's a quadruple head and shoulders. I don't know
Well,
what that.
I mean, the people that are saying there's so much pessimism in the market because fund managers have record shorts and there's lots
And
of
they're under, or
short.
either that or they're underinvested. Sans myself
Oh,
included.
okay, so then why are we up here in the 70s on this chart?
I don't know. I don't know. It's real, just a tough week to listen. Okay, this is a guy.
I mean, there are sentiment indicators conflicting with each other. The VIX is saying nothing to worry about, right?
Absolutely, as it's making a multi, 4 or 5 years lows, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't understand. But coach, the only thing that's ever made the VIX pop has been any type of fear of money. The VIX, the VIX spiked up on COVID, went back down. It's just, I don't know if this, like we said, to look under the hood. I don't know if this ODT action, if you will, has made people have another out where they just don't have to run to the VIX, that one product standing there. I
Yeah.
think what has happened is there have been too many ancillary outs, meaning daily outs. You don't have to buy the VIX for protection. You could go and buy these ODT calls going out for half an hour and make 400% of your money and even out your portfolio that you might be looking at for 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
that's why I think that it's just another avenue to run to. If there was just one, you're on a golf course and there's just one hut when it's pouring out, that's the only one you're going to go to. It's going to get crowded, and that exacerbates moves. People
Right.
don't like that. But if there's other places, then they just,
it relieves the pressure.
It does relieve the pressure. So I'm looking at it. Obviously, it's there, but I can't. It's also something to keep in mind how price action trumps sentiment. Look where it is. It's my once again. I traded it nicely, and now it's my biggest loser in the fund as protected.
Right. I just want to add some balance here. We came into April with it being publicized, embraced as the most bullish month of the year.
You know what? Lewis just said that. Seems a big
and you know what? The S&Ps are up 20 handles, 30 handles on the month. To me, it looks like the month of March was very strong, that everyone front ran it into the April seasonals. And, we're almost at near the end of the month, and semis are lower on the month.
Well,
Metals are lower on the month.
Let me
Go ahead.
let me flip the switch and think like you do in a macro level. We have to think about catalysts that are going to propel the market either forward and or down. From my point of view, yes, April's been very good at seasonality. Bravo, it's working.
Not
You know,
much.
well, as the earnings season, we go through it and it starts to abate, then there's going to be a lot of news priced in, if you will. You're going to see how when the dust settles, who's standing. And by the mixed market that we're seeing, some stocks are already starting to show a little bit of their hand. I mean, even stocks in respective sectors are diversing, for lack of a better term. So what do? Obviously, we're on TGH giving the levels every day like you do, better than I do. It's not a contest. I'm just here within those levels to tell you how to trade it and what's moving. That's all, right? We'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go back to any of your charts? You want to finish, Coach?
No, I think we could stay here. Semis, you have any short positions on anywhere you want to talk about? Are you still short Zoom?
I am still short Zoom.
Let's see it. We're on Zoom. Let's see it.
I don't know why. Here it is. I don't know why I shouldn't be. It's right here. Zoom's making new lows. I think it's going to go to 6. I have a bid. It's under 65.50. I just shorted Twilo before I came on here again. Where's Twilo? Twilo, right before I came on the air, I shorted it right here.
All right, we're just seeing the main room.
Oh, I apologize.
It's all right.
Twilo. When we come on 11:04, I just shorted Twilo. Where's my short here? The red bar, 58. So the market's coming in a little bit, from what I understand, or at least Texas. They're rotating properly. This is my screen. Plug again right there. Coin going down. AI was a nice winner today. They tried to squeeze it. AI 23.85 now 22.70. So the squeeze is out. Now it's going to show weakness because they scared the shorts out.
Yeah, they sure did.
They did. What else? NVIDIA now. NVIDIA's down. AMD's up.
All right, now show the NVIDIA daily, because we talked about it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we were making that new high up there.
Yes, we were.
And I said that's a 3 drive to a top. NVIDIA's a short with a stop over the high of the move.
I can't
right now. Right now.
No, I can't. Once that volume might have been with that volume, the first that it's done in probably a couple of months, if you will, that it could make a new high.
It did make a marginal new high just to clean out the buy stops over that second high. There it is.
No, that was Jabil actually. That's
so
look at AMD trying to make a stand at the 50-day. So listen, Nevada's up, AMD's down. AMAT had good numbers that propelled the semis for a little bit. Oh, actually, it was Lam Research. This EDU. The rest of China stocks are down, but EDU, you put your ego aside, you trade range, price action, and good movement. That worked. Now, also, that's the Chinese educational stuff. UAL had earnings, a little bit of a pullback last night. Is it over there? We're not sure. It's still within that range of the 200. Now we're back in the range of those moving averages again after nice moves.
NVIDIA has chlamydia.
One of the stocks I'm aggressive in right now, and I hope it holds, is NVIDIA's chlamydia. I hope so, because I'm along the BMV. Look at this BMEA. This stock I'm in. I like it. I'm in aggressively BMEA. Probably.
Look at that confirmed high with the RSI. All right. Yeah, that's going to challenge. Take out that 36. So would you consider this an average week for you, activity wise, slower activity wise, or busier?
It's been busier, but I've been trading poorly because, I've been trading very, very well. I've been trading poorly compared to me. It's because, and I've said this many times in the room, and I find myself, because I'm trading actively, as a side note, is that I am not concentrating on fewer positions with bigger size and working the winners, maybe adding to it, taking a piece off. For example, if I think my portfolio or my positions are winning, are working well, I'll be like, okay, semis are working. Let me add to a semi, and let me put on another semi instead of maybe adding to the one that's working and putting more into that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Okay, you still holding your AU short?
No, I'm not. That was it. LVS had earnings. Remember I told you when was my biggest loser short? I took this on at 112 yesterday. And I was short. Remember when I thought it was going to break down here when?
Yeah.
From this 109 and I averaged down a little bit. I was short from like 111, but maybe like 110 and a half. And I covered it yesterday because LVS had earnings.
Yeah,
And that was a
good
chart.
out.
Go good out. I mean, this thing, and then the LVS, same thing. I didn't get stubborn. LVS, I actually bought it. I'm still in it. That was my buy there, 62, went to 63 and a half. LVS certainly, might pull back. Certainly, I don't know if it reverses, maybe like an AMD, Nevada did, but I don't think so. Going to maybe a weekly on Las Vegas Sands, it's looks like it's pretty good from here. That's it. Disney not acting well now. Had the first day. Now that's a weekly. I apologize. Can't do anything now. Now Disney looked like it was going to hold General Motors down with Tesla. I don't know if you want to call that a doji or whatever, but I certainly wouldn't be taking a stab here at General Motors in any direction. Stocks that have been acting well, for example, in this whole rally, DraftKings holding in a little bit.
Yeah.
Those type of
Lot
stocks.
of NBA betting. Some great first round games too.
You know what? I said that I haven't. In all sports, the Bruins have had the best year in 100 years of hockey. They're going through it. Basketball is phenomenal now. There's really no standout there. A lot of these stars are hurt, which evens it out a little bit. And actually, the first Saturday in May, I don't have to tell you what that is. That's called the Kentucky Derby. Get to know it. So a lot of sports are going on here.
All
Para,
right,
Lewis's Para, not looking good here. I like Para now. Not a barn burner, but it's acting well.
boy, has he gone through a growth curve, huh?
No, he has. And you know what? If I had $1 for every time I blocked Lewis out of frustration, we'd retire.
Now you take his trades.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mike, great talking to you. Nice trading again this week. Everyone, if you're listening to us, Mike has boundless energy, and I'm telling you,
I don't even take drugs.
yeah, and I'm telling you that all day long he's pumping out stuff that you need to take a look at. Join us here in TradeGATEHub.com. It's free. We're not upselling. Our special room would be $159 a month. You have the option of opening an account with TradeView. There's no pressure, but join our community because iron sharpens iron, and we definitely have some steely nerves in our community. So thanks again, Mike.
We're all good, guys. Tune into the room. And listen, we're always here. If I'm not always, I'm not a squawk box. And like I said, people that I think would know right now, I'm not that shy. And the reason I haven't been punched in the face yet is because of two things. You don't get unless you ask, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So if we're giving too much, too little information, poor information, let us know. I'll adjust, I'll think about it, and we'll move forward because we're certainly not here to waste anyone's time. What we're here is to give a plan upon what professionals do, and how do you develop your own style and go from there. It's not, I'm not giving you my style. I might trade my style better than other people trade my style, but get to know yourself as a trader. That's getting on the TradeView Markets demo. Obviously, go through our TradeGATEHub YouTube channel where we have probably 1,000 videos now going back years. The coach and I do every day at 9:30 and 11, and obviously Tuesday and Thursdays at 11 for us. So you have to be in it. For us that have been preaching for some time now, you know what I mean? These are financial instruments. There's no other place to hide. Cash is even abated a little bit. You want to buy real estate? Okay, sit on it. But you know what? This is it. And the better you get, the more you have an edge of having it either being as a living or another way to take money out of life or out of a job and live a little bit better. And we're certainly here to give you the process. That's it.
Watch a pro live all day long here in TradeGATEHub. Watch Mike V. All right, buddy. Good hunting the rest of the day, the rest of the week. Thanks for all you do and all your great posts that certainly keep me informed about what's happening there.
Touche, coach, and to leave it again, it's better for us as well because as you get these more esteemed guests, first of all, it makes me even want to get better because no one wants to be the dumb one in the room, if you will. And by you bringing all these esteemed guests on, definitely makes me get better on a macro
It
view.
helps me too, Mike. You know, I've become a better trader from talking to thousands of guys.
Yeah,
Really, a lot of people wish they could ask certain people questions. So I get the
everything's
opportunity to ask the questions that I would have asked. You know, who better to ask the question than someone that's always had to answer the question?
right.
So I know what you guys want to know when I talk to somebody.
Everything's better with a view.
Okay, buddy.
Okay,
So
cheers, everyone.
don't count your pips. Don't just count your pips, count your blessings. We'll see you. Michael's be with you tomorrow.
Okay, beware of our Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. Our marketing team is doing more than ever to market us and to show you what type of product we can bring you, as well as everything we bring you at TradeView Markets. So keep an eye on social media more and more. We're getting more personal than ever as well. I mean, what we do at TradeView Markets is simple right here. This TradeGATEHub that we give is only one tab, and you know what the world of information we give you here. So poke around the site with the best spreads, at least a demo. So, and I said before, keep aware. Thanks to the marketing team, we're doing a good push to get even better, leaner, and meaner. Thanks, everyone.
And keep an eye on S&P 4111, a close there. Tomorrow's a 2-week reversal. It doesn't look likely now, but you have to take it a day at a time. Everything and anything can happen.
Right, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Cheers.